it's an update too.
Whatever. Do I have to mute too? Oh.
Looks like it's about 5 seconds till we're live.
Hey, everybody, this is Mike from Death by Improv. Please give us a moment to get started. We're just waiting for people to find the link and filter in. In the meantime, see our chat on the side and give us some suggestions. We'll be posting there throughout the show. Hope you enjoy it. Hey everyone, welcome to Death by Improv. Sorry, I clicked off my video there for a second and screwed things up. Welcome to Death by Improv on this hot Saturday evening. Thank you for choosing to spend your evening with us. Without further ado, let's bring out the rest of Death by Improv.
Hey.
We got Mona, Lex, Navdeep, Jen, Ryan, and Scott. We're all joining you from our own homes, and you're watching us from your own homes, hopefully in the comfort of some air conditioning. So thank you for joining us. We're going to play a bunch of short form games for you tonight, and towards the end, we've got something new we've been working on, so we will bring that to you. We're going to kick things off with a game called Buzzer. We've got some suggestions already in the chat, and a few people on Facebook gave us some suggestions as well. So we're going to start with Navdeep and Lex, and your suggestion for this game of Buzzer, buzzed by Jen, which for anyone who doesn't know how Buzzer works, anytime Jen doesn't like something you say, he's going to buzz you like so.
Buzz.
And when she likes something you say, because you'll replace it, she will ding you like so.
Yeah.
So buzz and yeah to get you going through this scene. And your suggestion from the chat is going to be an encyclopedia salesman and a mail carrier.
Here we are.
Buzz.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah.
Angela, you know how it is. We both walk the streets. You're delivering mail, I'm delivering knowledge.
Bruno, I carry the force of the United States government behind me.
Yeah, that's
Buzz.
in volume.
Bruno, you know I look so good in these shorts.
Buzz.
Bruno, I'm trying to do my job. Stop hitting on me.
Buzz.
Bruno, I'm not going to have lunch with you. Put that sandwich back in your pocket.
Yeah.
Listen, Angela, under volume C, you're going to find chivalry. If I have my way, World Book's going to put my photo on that page. I brought you this sandwich because I know it's hard being out there on your feet. You got a truck with no door on the side. You're driving on the wrong side of the vehicle. I'm here to make your life easier.
Buzz.
I'm here because you are very, very attractive.
Buzz.
I'm here because delivering knowledge to citizens of New Jersey is my passion.
Yeah.
Listen, Bruno, I appreciate your sentiment, but you have to understand, I look at the long term. My job's going to be here. Your job is already becoming obsolete. I have government benefits. The door being off the truck is only a benefit because I get a breeze as I drive by. What do you have to offer?
Are you genuinely suggesting, Angela, that you think that the U.S. Postal Service has a better shot at longevity than the encyclopedia industry?
Absolutely. I go on Wikipedia on my phone. There's an app.
Don't you dare say the W word to me.
Absolutely. It's accessible through the internet, which has been around for years now.
Don't you
Buzz.
dare mention the internet to me.
Absolutely. Little kids are able to put entries into Wikipedia, and that's how you know it's right.
Buzz.
Absolutely. Printing paper is terrible for the environment. It's going to become obsolete any day now.
Yeah.
It literally grows on trees. Paper is from trees. We plant trees,
Buzz.
we get paper. It
Buzz.
literally is good for the world to have encyclopedias because you can read them or squash bugs with them.
Buzz.
Encyclopedias are good for the environment because they can provide shade if you put them in your windows, lowers your heating bills and your air conditioning bills.
Buzz.
Encyclopedias are good for the earth because I said so, damn it.
Buzz.
Encyclopedias are good for the earth. It says so right here in volume E, Earth.
Yeah.
Another book written by a man trying to tell me what to do. I don't need it. I can take care of myself. Thank you very much. I don't even know how long that sandwich has been in your pocket.
Yeah.
World Book, woke, and woman all start with W. That's the WWW that I care about.
Bruno,
Yes, Angela.
it's just not going to work.
Buzz.
Bruno,
Yes, Angela.
I already have 3 husbands. I can't take on a 4th.
Yeah.
Let me get volume P.
Buzz.
You just look up B for broken heart, because that's what I'm suffering from now, Angela.
Buzz.
You know, I have an encyclopedia of heartbreak in my heart, and it stars you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you can look up volume S for self-care.
Is that the same as touching yourself?
And scene.
Hi, kids.
Daddy's doing improv.
We don't explicitly have a rating on this show, but you know, it is what it is. Our next game is called Genre Roller Coaster. For this one, I need Ryan and Jen on screen. Let's have you guys up here. So Ryan and Jen are going to be switching between different styles of film, TV, literature, whatever, based on whatever genres Lex feels like throwing at them. So Lex, I hope you have an encyclopedic knowledge of some genres.
Revenge.
To get you guys started, I asked in the chat what was a strange gift people had gotten, and got a bunch of them, but I think this one was actually from my mother. This scene will be inspired by Singing Penguin.
Julie, it's time. I believe in you. I know you can do this, okay? You've got the waddle down, all right? You look real nice.
I've been practicing.
Well, look, yeah, exactly, okay? But like a penguin would sing. People are expecting, are singing, July, Christmas in July carolers to really bring them some cool feelings. And that's only if you're actually singing words like a penguin would sing, not just noises, the way a penguin would sing them. Have you figured that part out yet, Julie?
I'll show you what I got.
Please.
Late night talk show.
I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me on. I'm going to give you a little of Julie Penguin style.
Thank you so much, Julie.
All by myself.
Yes, yes.
Medical drama.
All right, we're gonna get into those vocal cords, okay? We're gonna cut you open, and no anesthesia. So I just want you to tell me what you're feeling, and I want you to sing through it, okay? Sing through it. I want you to sing as I cut each different chord or reattach the chord to see what happens, okay?
But, Doctor, after this, will I ever sing again?
Yes, but only like a penguin would sing. You won't be a human anymore after this surgery. This is the final completion of the penguin transfiguration.
All right.
So just hold still, okay? Close your eyes. And let's give us a C note. Okay, and I want you to hold a D note while I cut, just to make sure this is working right.
Shakespearean.
Just for out there, Julie. Sing like the nightingale.
Forsooth, I am a penguin, and my voice is as sweet as the nightingale's. What say you?
Forsooth, the king and queen shall appreciate your darn verbiage.
I do not give an ounce for the king and queen, for I am a penguin, and I am always dressed as royalty.
Julie, you should know better than to speak against the king and the queen. They will put us both to death.
I give not two dead fish for royalty.
Well, then we must do.
Televangelist.
I don't care about any sort of worldly power. I just care about the power up there. Oh!
We are not worthy. Tell us more. Sing to us, please, in your heavenly voice.
Well, we all need to lift our voices up. It's not just me. You need to do it too. We all need to lift our voices up to the heavens. Let's all squawk as one flock. Oh!
Did it work? Am I healed? I still feel pretty sick.
I think you're doing okay.
The Eurovision
I think it may
contest.
take a moment.
The
Oh yeah.
Eurovision contest.
Oh yeah, you are not ready for our penguin voices. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
And see. For our next game, I need Mona on screen. And Mona, I need you to take your headphones off while I give the suggestions to our other players here. We're going to be playing a game of Zoom quirks. It's much like the game Party Quirks a lot of people are familiar with, where I'm going to have Scott, Jen, and Lex on screen as well. And the three of you guys will each be someone real or fictional that is famous, and each have an odd quirk Mona has to guess. So Lex, you are going to be Barbara Walters, but you replace curse words with Disney character names. Jen, you are going to be Elmo, who obsessively, obsessively pops your collar. And Scott, you are going to be the Roadrunner, who winks after every sentence. So let's recap that. Lex?
Barbara Walters, who replaces swear words with Disney characters.
Jen?
Elmo, who excessively pops his collar.
And Scott?
The Winkin' Roadrunner.
So why don't you each pop off? You will join Mona's Zoom call in progress. So Mona, let's get ears back on. And this will be Mona hosting a Zoom call, whether it's a social event or a work event. That's up to you, Mona. But take it away.
Oh, I really hope people show up this time. This is like the 5th time I've tried to have one of these calls, and I sent it out to all my friends, and they never respond. So I'm really hoping I don't end up sitting here for another hour by myself. That would really stink. I just want to catch up. Oh,
Hi.
yay, you're here. Hi.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I know it's stressful as Princess Fizz for people to show up late to a party, so I understand, believe me.
Yeah, I mean, since you've been diagnosed with that list problem, it's been really difficult to
Darling,
have you.
Let's be honest, though, it hasn't affected my career in the slightest.
No,
Have many network execs given me a lot of Mickey Mouse about it? Yes, they have. But who's laughing now?
Okay, I understand, Porky, that you're having a difficult time with it.
I work very hard on my figure. I would say it is womanly, but I think that's kind of offensive. I didn't come here to be treated like.
I do this every time. I'm sorry. I'll be more cognizant.
Wow.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the foul-mouthed things that our political leaders are always saying, and then they want to come to me to try to apologize for it. You barely even apologize. If you're going to apologize, do it in front of a TV audience, for crying out loud.
Okay. You don't have to get all goofy about it.
Sorry, me is late. Me was snuggling with friends.
It's okay. I mean, the Zoom call's open to everybody, so I'm just glad you came. I mean, it's really nice. you said you were snuggling with. I'm sorry, I didn't hear who you said.
We was snuggling with a friend. It's a teddy bear.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I'm just glad you're here, and you know, it's
You are Cinderella adorable, and it is a pleasure to share screen time with you.
Me is happy to be here. Me like new friends.
Yeah. Well, it's just great to have you all here. I understand.
If you have any concerns about how the party is going, just remember afterwards, hindsight is 20/20, and trust me, I would know.
Of course you would, because you can see into the future.
Me thinks that's the view a lot of people have.
That is the view a lot of people have. You're exactly right. You're
Barbara
very,
Walters?
very smart for 3 years old. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm so glad you could take time away from the network to come to my party. I really appreciate that.
Believe me, they give me a lot of grumpy about it, if you know what I mean.
I love Zoom. Zoom. It's fun.
He's very speedy.
Yeah. Wow. Roadrunner? Is that you? Yeah. And
me being here today is brought to you by the letter E.
So are you Elmo?
Yes. Elmo is me.
Cool.
This is a great party. Do you have any birdseed?
Sure. Here, have some birdseed. You don't have to eat. Oh, okay. You can have all of it. Okay.
That was really good. Is this from Acme?
You're what?
Birdseed from Acme.
Oh, so yeah. Yes.
Elmo wishes Elmo was born in the 80s. Better fashion.
So yeah.
Elmo, I have to be completely honest. I find you absolutely Princess Elsing adorable.
He's just a cartoon.
Elmo is real.
You're just a cartoon. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Uh-huh.
Elmo is real and cool. Elmo is real cool.
So Elmo's wearing a leather jacket.
Elmo's not that cool.
Head seed. Elmo's not that cool. Sorry, kids. So Mona, what are some guesses here? Who do you think you had? What do you think their weirdness was?
So I think I have who they are. It's just what their weirdness is that I'm a little bit stuck on. So Lex is Barbara Walters.
Correct.
Nice.
And does Barbara Walters think that she's a Disney princess?
Lex, what was it?
Barbara replaces all of her swear words with the names of Disney characters.
Okay.
Duh.
Jen is Elmo with a fashion complex.
Pretty close.
I'm frequently popping his collar.
Frequently popping, okay. And
Scott.
Scott is the roadrunner who likes to hit on people.
In one particular way.
By winking his eye.
Awesome. Our next game, Mona, you might as well stay on screen. Let's have Ryan join you. So for this game, Ryan will not be able to hear anything after the suggestion. He's going to take his headphones off and the scene will have to keep going with him not hearing anything Mona says. So the suggestion for this one, going back to an earlier ask in the chat, your suggestion is going to be, I'm going to actually mash two of them together again. You are a chef and a diner, but you're also nemesises. So Ryan, when you're ready, take your headphones off and the scene will begin.
This food is lousy.
I slave all day, and all I want to happen is for you to like my food. I don't know what's wrong with it. You just keep gesticulating about the food, and I thrive on constructive criticism.
Okay, you see, look, it doesn't twirl correctly. It doesn't twirl.
I'm not going to stick anything up anywhere. All right, you are very rude. If I needed more salt, you know, I'm open. Like, do you want to come back here and cook with me? Because it really feels like I know, Kevin, you and I have been nemesises for a long time. You're the neighborhood diner critic, right? And my job as a chef is apparently just to please you, even though I get thousands of customers a year.
Well, you know that just one bad review from me, it's done.
Okay, you're not my only customer, okay? I know you like to think of yourself as some huge big shot, but could you just say one nice thing about me? Please.
I like your shirt.
I just that doesn't help. I don't. No, I like. You claim to be some food expert, but I really think you just like to eat, if you know what I mean. And I just think you don't know all the passion and sweat and blood and tears that goes into all the work. Not
No,
literally.
I can taste the blood and tears. That's part of the problem.
Well, look. I think your readers, if you have any left, you know, would like to hear something nice that you have to say. Nobody reads the newspaper anymore, all right? So whatever job you think you have, like knocking me down a peg, is really not fair.
Let me try some of the soup and see how that is, okay?
Oh, I'll get my famous egg dish for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
This is really good.
Okay. So you're an egg person.
I like eggs.
Well, hey, all right. Well, I'm glad we've finally figured out something we sort of agree with.
You have any more eggs?
Listen, I just feel like you're asking maybe for more free food, and I think you have enough to write an article. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to now be the food critic, and I'm going to sit next to you and watch you eat my food and take notes.
That's a little weird. That's not comfortable. What do you put the pen down? What are you doing?
Terrible syntax.
And scene. So Ryan, what do you think the scene was about?
Well, hopefully whatever she was saying was kind, but I'm not confident.
You'll have to go back and watch the video feed afterwards.
Wonderful.
So for this next game, Ryan, you're going to stay on screen here, and once
cool.
again, you're going to need to take some headphones off.
Again,
because
all right.
because you have committed a heinous crime,
Oh, of course.
and I need to let the other improvisers know what they're going to be singing about. So for this next game, Ryan is going to be being interrogated by some wonderful singers, Death by Improv's finest, I might say, and he has committed a horrible act. He has murdered Tony Danza. So Tony Danza was killed in a place you wouldn't expect. You guys gave a ton of great suggestions for locations. I'm going to go with Tony Danza was killed at the Keebler Elf Tree / Bakery. And so Tony Danza at the Keebler Elf Tree Bakery. And the unusual weapon that was used for this, going back to way earlier in the chat when I asked for some odd gifts, the weapon was a panini maker. So let's recap that real quick. You guys, he killed Tony Danza at the Keebler Elf Tree Bakery with a panini maker. So I'm going to click off, and as our singing cops come on, which are the best kind of cops, I suppose, as they come on, Ryan will hopefully put his headphones back on.
Hey, get your headphones on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't got all day here.
I got here as fast as I could. What's the big deal?
Did you speed? Because we can write you up for that too.
If I did, that's the first bad thing I've done in my entire life. This
All
is
right,
ridiculous.
listen. All right, this Zoom thing is crazy. Have you got your hand? You don't even have your handcuffs on. I told you got to cuff yourself.
I haven't got them in the mail. There's sort of a delay in shipping. I don't know.
All right, listen. We got to interrogate
I promise to stay here.
I want you to be uncomfortable. Make sure your heat is up at like 95 degrees. Turn a really bright light on yourself. All right.
That's fair.
I want you. Awesome. All right, good. Because now we got to sing the confession out of you. Because we're singing because we can't sing in person anymore because this these Zoom things. So we got to do it here. And we're gonna sing our confession out of you.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because we say we're gonna do it, and we're really, really good. By the way, we've been practicing as much as we could.
I want to hear how good you are.
Well, we're so good, but we know you did a horrible thing. You know what you committed? Murder, murder, ba 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 da 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 da, murder, ba 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 da 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 da, murder, ba 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 da 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 da, murder, ba 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 da 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 da.
Well, you made us really cross. Killing that guy from Who's the Boss. Did it in the tree where everything's delicious with a machine that makes hot flat sandwiches. Murder, murder, bum ba da da da, murder, bum ba da da da, murder, bum ba da da da, murder, bum ba da da da.
Murder isn't okay, and it isn't right. Never kill people who act opposite Judith Light. I can't believe you were so cruel, killing those adorable killing the place with those baker fools. Murder, murder, bum ba ba da da da, murder, bum ba ba da da da, murder, bum bum ba da da da, murder, bum bum ba da da.
Where you did it is really weird. You did it in the place where there's a really small bakery. But what you did it with makes you really well fed. It's done with the thing that makes a great flatbread. Murder, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da.
You look too comfortable. Stop, relaxy. You killed the best part of the TV show Taxi. I hope with you that your guilt lingers, doing it in the place where they make Vienna fingers. Murder, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da.
Well, that was a really nice song. But you all have got me wrong. Because you know this whole investigation is a mess. There's no way I could have killed Tony Danza in a Panera with the panini press.
Almost.
In the
Keebler tree house.
You never would have guessed that.
But you're
But we
guilty.
still think you're
Guilty. Guilty.
guilty.
Now drive yourself down to the jail right away.
And see. Yeah.
That's how it's done, folks.
So Scott, you missed Keebler Tree Bakery, but yeah.
Hey,
Otherwise,
I missed nothing.
I
Ryan,
missed it.
Yeah.
God,
I don't know
so
why I keep
bright.
doing that today. It's because you were being interrogated. They shined a spotlight.
That's all right,
Thank
Tim.
you.
We forgive you.
No.
Yeah. Way to insult me by calling me my friend who messes names up. So our next game is a game called Oscar Winning Moment. For this one, I need Jen, Scott, and Mona to all get back on screen here. And for this game, you guys will be playing a scene, and anytime Navdeep wants to hear you jump into a moment in this scene that is worthy of an Academy Award, she will say freeze. That sounds like an Oscar-winning moment, and you will amp up your award potential with a monologue there. So to get you started, I asked in the chat for the most mundane thing people could think of, and I got a lot of great ones here. So this scene will be inspired by making oatmeal with milk instead of water.
I'm kind of getting tired of the same thing every single day.
You too, honey?
Thank you. Thank you, Marjorie. I appreciate it. You know, nobody appreciates me around here anymore. I do the best I can for you, too.
Dad,
All I'm saying is that every once in a while you can make a different breakfast.
And what would you like? What's different? What's better than this, huh?
would it kill you to make eggs every once in a while?
You've always been an egg person.
You want eggs?
Scott, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
All my life, I've tried to get away from the egg. Eggs were the downfall of my family ever since the chicken shortage of 1974. It hurt. It hurt us as a family, as a person. It hurt. It hurt so bad that we had to distract ourselves by creating a carnival. And that wasn't fun. It wasn't as much fun as you think it would have been. Ever since then, anytime someone says eggs, I think of clowns, and clowns are scary. And that's why we don't have eggs in this house. Because it bothers me. It bothers me. It should bother you. Both of you!
Back to normal.
If you want eggs, I'll make eggs.
And some bacon, please.
Bacon would be nice. It's been a long time since we've had any meat products in this house.
I mean, I grew up vegetarian and I gave it up years ago.
Well, I mean, bacon.
Bacon?
All right, I'm
Bacon.
making the bacon. I'm making the eggs. Geez, you guys don't let up.
You're the best dad. You really are.
You too, sweetheart.
I guess in
No.
his own way, he shows it.
Mona, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, he does what he can, right? Like, it's been hard since he's been taking care of us by himself. So maybe I should cut him a little slack, but I'm just getting a little tired of the same things over and over and being forced to live like I'm a vegetarian when I'm not. I'm really not. I love bacon. I love eggs. I love things made with pork products. It smells so good, and he does work so hard for us, and he's trying his best. He's really trying his best. I know it. I know it. I feel a little guilty. I feel a little guilty making him slave over this hot stove for breakfast every day and not being grateful for what I have.
Back to normal.
But thanks for the bacon.
I hope it's at least good. I haven't cooked it in so long. That was really hard for me to do.
You did really good, Dad. You did really good. This is look how crispy this bacon is.
Oh.
I have not seen crispy bacon like this in months.
You did awesome, Dad. I know I've given you a hard time since Mom's been gone, but you really knocked it out of the park.
My God. Why did you have to mention her?
Jen and Scott, this sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
Dad, when she left for Tahiti with her secretary, I really thought you were going to lose it.
Sweetheart, I thought I was going to lose it too. I'm so glad I had the two of you to hold me together.
I mean, running off with him, racing cars, jetting to Monte Carlo, winning the lottery. And here you are stuck with a...
And I'm so broken up, I can't ride in cars anymore. And I can't use money anymore because it reminds me of them.
That's why I found the Vespa on the side of the road for you, Dad. But no, you couldn't be grateful. You just had to be focused on everything you'd lost. You've got to change, Dad.
I didn't want you to feel the same pain as I feel. I wanted you to be able to eat eggs and ride in cars and spend money and wear socks. All things I can't do.
That's what every father wishes for their children, I'm sure. So we're going to keep things going. Let me get Navdeep and Jen on screen. For this game, they will be playing a game called ABCBA. So in the chat, I asked for a letter, and the very first one was Q. So this scene will start on the letter Q. And I'm going back to that list of mundane things to inspire this scene. So I don't know why, but somebody thinks skydiving Elvises is a mundane thing. So this scene will start on Q, will be inspired by skydiving Elvises. And any time that Ryan wants the flow of time to change in this scene, he will either say reverse to have you go backwards through lines we've already heard, or he'll say forward to have you go back in the normal direction. So make sense? So starting on Q, skydiving Elvises.
Get it. You're not going to see them until we get closer to Memphis. Quit looking out the window.
Really? I was thinking if I squint hard enough, maybe. I just really want to get there. I just really want to see them.
Squinting does not help you see farther. Oh my God. I can't believe I picked you for the road trip I've always dreamed about.
Tommy, I told you it was my dream. You knew what you were getting. This is who I am. I'm eager and I'm passionate about seeing skydiving Elvises. That's what's going to happen.
Under certain circumstances, that would have been fine. I mean, they're ridiculous, but okay. I want to make it in the music business.
Reverse.
Under certain circumstances, that would have been fine. I would have gotten it, but I want to make it in the music business.
Tommy, you have to understand that this is who you got. You knew what you were signing up for. I'm somebody who is passionate about seeing skydiving Elvises. That's what I'm going to do.
Squinting doesn't help you see any farther at all.
Forward.
Squinting does not help you see farther at all.
Tommy, you know what you were getting when you asked me to come along. This is who I am. I am passionate about seeing skydiving Elvises, and that is what I'm going to focus on.
In certain circumstances, that would have been fine, but my dream is to make it in the music business. That's what I want.
X-rays. Did we forget my X-rays at home? I asked you to pick one thing.
Valerie,
Reverse.
wait.
Reverse.
Under certain circumstances, this road trip would have been fine, but I've always wanted to be a star in the music business.
Forward.
Under certain circumstances, this road trip with you would have been fine, Valerie. I've always wanted to be a star in the music business. So under certain circumstances, this would have been fine, Valerie.
Valerie is my name. Don't wear it out.
Wear it out, I will. Oh, crap. I forgot something.
X-rays. You forgot my X-rays.
Reverse.
X-rays. You forgot my X-rays.
Wear it out, I will, Valerie.
Forward.
No. Wear it out, I will, Valerie. Oh, crap. I forgot something important.
X-rays. You forgot my X-rays.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Zarathustra, help me. I will murder you if I am not able to get my consultation with Dr. Jeffries.
Reverse.
That was Zarathustra, help you if I am not able to get my consultation with Dr. Jeffries. It's part of the reason I came on this trip.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Forward.
Yeah, I kind of did forget them.
Zarathustra, help you if I don't get my consultation with Dr. Jeffries.
Reverse.
Zarathustra, help you if I do not get my
Forward.
consultation. Zarathustra, help you if I do not get my consultation with Dr. Jeffries. It is half the reason I came on this trip.
All the rest of my friends worship gods I've actually heard of.
And see.
Oh.
This next game, I'm going to need Navdeep to hop back on here with Ryan, Mona, and Lex. We will be playing a game called Split Screen. So 2 different scenes are going to be happening here. And anytime Jen wants to see them switch between the 2 scenes, she will just say switch. And the second scene will use the last line of the first scene as their new first line. So to get us started, on one side of the stage, we will have Navdeep and Ryan, and your suggestion, going way back to the Facebook post I put up earlier today, will be unconventional ways to practice dentistry. Will be your suggestion. And then in the chat, I asked people for something that amazes them. A lot of votes for stupidity, but we're going to go with, for Mona and Lex, your suggestion will be crime scene reconstruction. So Jen, who do you want to see start?
Oh, crime scene reconstruction, for sure.
I'm not feeling it. Like I feel like if we're gonna have a really good representation of what a crime scene looks like for training, we need actual blood.
Danielle, you took the words right out of my mouth. We need more blood. We need more blood.
The chocolate syrup isn't working.
We're going to mix in ketchup. We're going to mix in paint. And God help me, I'll bleed my own damn blood if I need to.
I mean, we could like maybe even just get some actual blood.
That's what I'm saying. I can bleed my own blood. I put my heart and soul into this work. I can put my blood into it too.
Switch.
I mean,
I put my heart and soul into this work. I can put my own blood into it too. Dr. Johnson,
It is
we
not.
must.
It is not approved by the Board of Dentistry. It has not been tested. It has not been shown to actually work as an anesthetic.
I'm just saying, we need to find ways to convince people to brush their teeth so they don't want to come to see us, the dentists. So we'll be like good dentist, bad dentist.
We want people to come see us. That's how we keep our jobs.
Well, look, I'm using a butter knife. I don't care. I want them to feel the pain of cavities. I don't want to make it all nice and soft and fluffy. I want them to fear me.
Can you just have them sign a release or something in that
Oh,
case?
yeah. Well, once my blood's in them, they're just going to be like under my spell or whatever. It's going to be fine.
I just don't want them to complain later that they were expecting a certain type of service and they're like, oh, then I used a butter knife on me. Oh, uses own blood to anesthetize me. I don't want them to be surprised. I just want you to do full disclosure, put it in a
Switch.
I just want you to do full disclosure. So we lay out the body, we cover that thing with blood, and then we've got to have somewhere that the hippopotamus that did the murdering.
yeah, and then we can like record the whole thing and put it on YouTube.
Oh man, think of the hits we could get. We're gonna
Viral.
cinema verite. I think 2 iPhones as cameras. I think we zoom in and out, and I think that yes, we go viral on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, we're there.
I mean, even the stuff we haven't even thought of yet. And I mean, these iPhones are like so advanced now that you can do full movies on them. So not much of an investment.
Danielle, I have 2 words for you. Dead body. I think we put an actual dead body right here.
Switch.
I think we put an actual dead body right here so that they know we mean business. Come on, Dr. Johnson. It's all in the marketing, okay?
Dr. Zarathustra, I need you to understand that it is not hygienic to have a dead body in the room with the patient. There's diseases that could be exchanged.
Yeah.
Curses that the patient could get from the dead body.
Probably.
Switch.
That's looking really good.
Curses that the patient could get from the dead body. That's what I want people to feel, right? I want them to watch this. I want them to see the reconstruction. They feel cursed. They're like, wow, that body is so dead. I feel like I'm borderline dead myself.
Yeah, I mean, Bob, I think you're onto something. I mean, did you have to actually kill your brother though?
Switch.
Did you have to kill your brother though?
Well, look, we needed a first experimental patient, and the nail clippers procedure didn't go the way I thought it would, okay? He had a really deep tooth problem.
Well,
You
did
can
he sign a
tell-
release?
Of course he signed a release. We're good.
I mean, I guess that's
What
okay.
operation do you think we're running here?
Switch.
God of an operation you think we're running here. I go for realism. The thing that's going to be hard is when you want to recreate this crime scene, which is already a recreated crime scene, that's going to get a little synecdoche on you.
Switch.
Things are going to get a little synecdoche on you. That's what I call it when just blood starts spurting from the gums.
And see. I'll be honest, I cannot say the name of that city that you guys just said. So we're going to keep things moving. Our next game, I need Scott and Navdeep on screen. And for this one, we'll be playing a game called Half Tweeted. Scott will only be able to speak in lines that he gets from Tanya Harding's Twitter account, which when I looked, doesn't look like she's posted much in the last year and a half, but though you won't be using recent tweets, but it's totally fine. And just to inspire anything else in the scene, I'm going to go back to, let's go with another one from Facebook, DoorDash driver and customer.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Was it too much trouble getting here?
No more parking in LA.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm hoping that you can just drop my stuff off and go.
Damn, wish I was your lover.
I don't. Is that appropriate for a DoorDash driver? I don't. My boyfriend's back there. He's gonna get really mad.
How can you tell if a traffic cone is authentic or not?
Listen, my boyfriend's traffic cone is plenty authentic. I've tried it out. And he's gonna get really mad if you're hitting on me at my door.
I hope calamine lotion doesn't stain.
Have you been talking to my mother?
Sorry, I don't tweet about events you find relevant.
Oh no, if you've been talking to my mother, I find it very relevant because I know that she's hated Jimmy from the get-go. Is that if this is another one of her weird setup attempts by hacking my DoorDash account and making sure that the driver that comes to my door is really cute, I am not having any of it.
One if by land, Oksana Bayul.
You know, I don't really appreciate the racist remarks. Just because I'm one half Asian does not mean me and Oksana Bayul look the same.
There are some things you just can't teach, like a pleasing tooth to gum ratio.
I'm very proud of the work my dentist has done. But again, if you're hitting on me while my boyfriend is right back there, that's unacceptable. I'm going to have to give you 1 star.
Hashtag can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, clearly.
We were on a break.
Well, then why are you trying to make your money on a break? I don't understand. Listen, I need to call DoorDash help. I'm going to pull up the app on my phone because this is ridiculous.
Awaken the senses. It's strange but true. You can literally grow your own aloe if you wanted to.
And see. Our next game is going to feature Lex on the keyboard. As some of you may know, Lex likes to play some music. Earlier, you heard some behind some other games going on. So for this game, Lex is going to be a singing bartender, offering advice to customers who have whatever problems they come in with. And those problems are going to be inspired by feather boas. Whatever problems people might have inspired by feather boas, Lex will sing them the perfect advice.
Hey, can I just have another one of these, please?
Come right up. You doing all right, ma'am?
No, it's been a long, it's a tough time right now. It's been a long month. You
Talk to
know,
me.
I operate a feather boa factory, and my chickens have not been shedding their feathers out of anxiety because of COVID and everything going on right now. And I can't produce boas. It's a very tough time.
Wow. That sounds hard. That sounds awful.
It's terrible because, you know, on one hand, the demand has decreased because people are not having parties. But I've found a new market over Zoom calls and everything because people want to jazz things up by wearing a feather boa. But my poor chickens, out of anxiety, are not releasing their feathers, and I don't have the heart to pluck them.
I actually, if you don't think it's too forward, I have some advice for you.
You know, I have racked my brain. If you could provide any sort of advice, I would truly appreciate it.
It's really, 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 really hot weather. That's an unpleasant situation if you want a chicken to shed its feathers. So I think there's only one thing you can do. It's an easy decision. Babe, you gotta get your chicken some nice air condition. You gotta cool down those chickens. Gotta cool down those cluckers. You gotta cool down those chickens, or you are out of luck. You're gonna have to cool down those chickens. They're too hot to shed. Cool down those chickens and you'll start making lots more feather boa bread. That's just my opinion, but I do believe it to be true.
You know, I do know a good HVAC guy, so I think that could work. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's actually pronounced Havac.
Havac.
Yeah.
Oh, learn something new every day. My
It's what we do. It's a service we offer. We teach.
I think I'm going to have to take you up on that. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. Or as they say in France, my le pleasure.
Ooh.
Hello, sir.
Like a nice glass of red wine, if you will.
Coming right up.
Thank you. It's been a very stressful day, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
You know, somewhere along the line, you know, being such a top fashion designer as I am,
Yeah.
to hear that now some TikToker has worn a feather boa, and now that is the height of fashion. All the hard work I've done, and people want feather boas.
He offended, ma'am. It's an unusual coincidence that you're both, but don't take it personally.
I mean,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
I
little
don't take
difficult
anything
not to.
personally.
You
She-
understand that I sell feather boas.
You smell like chickens, young lady.
I smell like a good old American workforce. That's what I smell like.
Americans.
But so you're really fussed that the boas are making a comeback?
Come, young lad, they were never here.
Honestly, I'm thinking a lot about this. Would that were true. I'm thinking a lot about this. And here's my take. If you want my opinion, a lot of people come into a bar and they're like, man, I hope that bartender has opinions on whatever's bothering me. It seems like you're one of those guys. Am I right?
Why not?
You seem like a man who's angry, a man who's in shock. You seem like a man who's been spending a lot of time on TikTok. If you're surfing the internet and you don't like what you see, remember, you're a fashion icon and you choose what will be popular. If you don't like when people wear feather boas, remember, you're the guy who decides what's cool or not. So if you don't like the feather boa as a boa, here's a fact. You have an unlimited shot because you can make them into shoelaces. You can make them into neckties. You can make them into socks. You can make them into something you wear when you jazzercise. You can make a boa into a ski cap. You could even make a boa be the thing you used to wipe your butt after you crap. I'm just saying you got to be creative. And I think, listen, you look great. I've never seen somebody rock a button down the way you're rocking a button down. I feel like you can figure it out.
Jazzercise boas.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, there could be a business opportunity that's mutually beneficial to both of us.
I like this. It's like a business love connection.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't like French people.
She does still smell like chickens.
Oh my God, you're the first friendly faces I've seen in like 2 hours. Last thing I knew, I was ignoring the apple sellers the way I always do. You know, I'm worried they're gonna grab my pearls. And then all of a sudden, I'm in this weird world and iron horses are rushing past me and more people than I ever seen in my whole life. Like,
Wow.
I feel like I've been moved in time somehow.
It's let me be crystal clear, man. It's we are three friendly faces. These are two of the nicest bar customers I've had all day. But you are in the year of our Lord 2020. Where or should we say when? When are you from?
I'm from 1923.
1923.
My
Oh,
lord.
my
Snap
lord.
a time.
Good Lord. I will tell you something. Never in my life, not when I woke up today, not when I woke up any day in the 63 years I've been alive on this planet, did I think I would meet a time traveler working behind a bar at the bar where I tend bar. I'm going to say bar some more. You are from 1923, did you say?
Well, yeah, I am.
Yes.
Well, Cookie, I guess you met one today. 23 skidoo. Good for you.
Can't you tell by how she's dressed?
I realize,
Yeah.
listen, to me,
You both
it
look
looks
very good
like
for your age.
incredible. That's right, incredible fashion. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, we could call a scientist, we could call the government, but when you meet, correct me if you disagree here, but to me, you meet a time traveler, you do one thing, you sing about it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that'd be lovely.
I appreciate that. Or you just play piano about it, you don't even sing. Well, this isn't your time, but yet here you are, both in distance and in time. You have traveled oh so far. You seem a little stressed from the look on your face. You are a worrying. As far as I can tell, the only solution is we gotta find you a DeLorean, because you don't belong in 2020, in the century you're from. You've got problems aplenty, but believe me, you don't want to be here. Everything about 2020 sucks. Lady, you don't want to be here. Because of Trump and coronavirus and other crap, we're down on our luck. So you have got to find a DeLorean or another means of time travel. Whatever you do, don't let the space-time continuum unravel. You've got to get back where you are from. Because lady, 2020 is freaking dumb. So get back to when you are from, because it sucks here. This is pretty much the worst year. In my opinion, it's my opinion.
And see. I think that is a sentiment we can all agree with. So that's the last short form game we have for you guys tonight. We're going to be doing one last thing, but before we get to that, I want to thank you guys for watching today. We took a little bit of a hiatus from shows for the last month and a half or so, but we hope to be doing more of these live stream shows a little more regularly moving forward. So keep an eye on our Facebook for announcements about that. Most of you probably found this stream through Facebook, but if you didn't, it's just Death by Improv on Facebook. Real easy to find. So thank you guys. For our last thing, we are just going to be, we've been playing short form games. Now we're going to play one longer piece here. That's going to be a collection of monologues and scenes, all inspired by a single suggestion. And for that, I'm just going to go back to the last thing I said, which was in the chat of, can I get a thing? And we got a lot of great ones here. So this piece will be inspired by by the idea of dancing pink elephants. Someone will come out with a monologue, and we will then play a bunch of scenes inspired by that monologue.
Stop broadcasting my headshot to YouTube.
So I was a sweet and innocent girl through high school and most of college. I was not the person invited to the parties when your parents weren't home, who drank cheap beer and smoked various substances. Even in college, I was not that person. I was not a big drinker, never had a cigarette in my life. I do remember like the one time I've been tipsy or happy many times. I remember the one time in my life that I knew I was drunk, which was in, hi mom, by the way, New York City. I was in the city with friends. I was watching, strangely enough, an improv show. And then we all went to a bar afterwards. Somebody else was buying. I didn't have to drive anywhere. I had a place to stay in the city. And in like a couple of hours, I had 4 or 5 strong beers, and I'm a lightweight. So for me, that was plenty. I remember looking for a cab with the 2 friends I was staying with, and like buying shawarma from a cart at 2 a.m., like you do when you're drunk in New York, getting it all over my shirt, and saying something I would never say sober. I'm so sorry. I apologize to anybody in recovery, but I was like, I understand why alcoholics do this, because I was like on top of the world.
I could do anything right now, dude. I'm pretty sure I could wrestle a bear and win.
Dude, we've got to find a bear.
Why do you think I invited you to the zoo?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Like I'm gonna put money on this.
I don't know what it is, but lately I have just felt invincible, you know, like I can accomplish anything. And if I can beat that bear, then it just proves it.
Yeah, I mean, there's little doubt in my mind, because like I saw like you actually climbed a mountain in like 3 minutes. Like I've never seen anything like that before. So like all this stuff that you've been doing, like I have zero doubt. You say that you can wrestle a bear. I know you can wrestle a bear.
The real question though, this zoo is full of bears. So which one do I fight?
So you've got to look the bears in the eye as you're walking past them.
Okay, yeah.
Most of them are going to turn away, but there's going to be that one bear. That one bear that says,
That one bear who is bear enough to face me.
That's right.
Because if I fight a coward bear, is that really an accomplishment?
No, you've got to fight the strongest bear. John, you are the bear tamer. You are the bear.
I don't want to tame the bear. I want to beat the bear.
You are the bear.
Listen, I'm sorry. Rules are rules. It's 1 a.m. I stop serving shawarma at 12:59. From 1 to 2, it's nothing but fried chicken. So if you want fried chicken, I can help. If you don't, I can't. Shawarma time's over, pal.
I had no warning. I didn't know. I don't want fried chicken.
Listen, I do make the rules, but listen, I don't change the rules, not for anybody, you want to order from my cart, you order what's on the menu at that time of day. 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. fried chicken. If you want deviled eggs, come back at 2 a.m. I can hook you up with deviled eggs. I do 90 minutes of deviled eggs, 2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30 for deviled eggs. Oh, that sounds really good. You don't have any now? I could go.
It's at 2 a.m. For God's sake, man. I just said shawarma till midnight. Then there's a 12 to 1. I take a break. 1 to 2 fried chicken. 2 to 3:30 deviled eggs.
It's just the fried chicken? Because I could eat fried chicken.
There you go. That's what I have right now. I can give you fried chicken, and honestly, because you're a nice young man, I can give you like thrown out shawarma to dip the chicken in. If you're interested in that.
You would do that for me?
Yeah, it's a little seasoning. I'm a nice guy.
No, you're not really. You won't give me what I want until 2 a.m. or after or before 1 a.m. This is a really strange.
It's pretty straightforward. Hey, listen, if you're confused, I do explain the rules every day between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. So if you come back early tomorrow morning, I can break down the whole thing for you.
Doctor, the conditions for our happiness potion are perfect.
Igor.
Doctor?
I told you to call it Potion X. It is a secret. Stop telling everybody loudly that it's a happiness potion.
Well, when I tried it before, I was so happy for such a short period of time, but I must tell you about it now. I can't lie anymore.
No, that's exactly what the potion is supposed to do. You're doing a great job, and I appreciate you, Igor, and I am grateful for you. I just need you to keep your fat mouth shut and not use the name of the potion so that our competitors don't steal it from us.
I feel like I can't control my tongue, doctor. My mouth.
That's great. That's exactly what that's supposed to be doing. I am so glad. Are
But
you feeling
you-
thirsty?
Very thirsty, doctor.
Perfect.
My mouth doesn't want to stay shut. I must sing how happy I am.
Well, good. I want you. That's exactly the effect I wanted. Ooh. That's amazing. That's your pitch is beautiful.
We should add that to the side effects.
I think that we should add that to the benefits.
So I grew up strictly kosher. My parents had very strict rules about what we could and couldn't eat. I wasn't allowed to eat like any meat at restaurants unless they were kosher restaurants, but there were kosher restaurants where I grew up in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. And so I decided that on July 18th of 1998, I was going to celebrate, it was after my senior year of high school, I was going to celebrate the first annual non-kosher day. And so my friends, we started the day by going to a Wendy's where I got a breakfast sandwich that involved bacon, which was the first bacon of my life. Then we drove straight through to Philadelphia so I could go to Pat's and get a cheesesteak. Then we drove straight back and we went to Denny's where I got chicken fingers because I figure if you're going to start eating non-kosher foods, you want to go for the highlights, which are bacon, Philadelphia cheesesteaks, and chicken fingers. But I spent the whole day eating so much food. Let me be clear, and I apologize to those of you with sensitive stomachs. Massive diarrhea the next day. But I spent the whole day just eating so much non-kosher food. And I felt, and feel to this day, although now I'm not kosher at all, but I felt at that time that it made me far holier or more observant. In fact, that it made my life harder than my fellow kosher Jews because I had now tasted the almost literal forbidden fruit. And then I went back to being kosher on July 19th. So July 18th, I ate everything there was. I had cheeseburger. I forgot about that. I had a cheeseburger as like lunch number 4, and that was fantastic. Big fan. But the next day I went back to strictly kosher. Like the closest thing I could have to bacon was pastrami, I guess, and I didn't eat milk and meat at the same time. I did not try shellfish July 18th, 1998. Many years later, I tried shrimp, and that's gross.
All right, man, I can do anything. I can eat that pig. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to take that apple right out of your mouth, and then I'm going to eat you.
You're never gonna eat me.
Oh, you don't think so?
I'm gonna eat you first.
I've been told I can eat pig today, and you're going to get eat.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah? Who do you think's going to win in a fight? A man or a pig?
I am wet and muddy and slippery. You can't catch me no matter what you do. I will just squeal on out of your arms and you will not be able to catch me. I will sneak up behind you and bite your ankles and take you down.
Pigs don't have a monopoly on getting dirty, all right? I'll fight dirty. I'll kick you in your pig parts, you know? Huh? How's that for dirty?
You can't find them because I got a big belly and it hangs to the ground. You can't even get there.
Hey, I got a big belly too, but I still know where my parts are, all right?
Oh, I didn't say I didn't know where they were, but they're not easy for you, big, tall person to get to. I'm winning.
Fine. Your pig junk might be protected, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you in that pig snout. That's right up front. I don't care how muddy it is.
Excuse me, I've just escaped from a laboratory, and there are so many things I want to do. Could you point me in the nearest direction of the closest amusement park?
Oh, well, we have some rides here at the 4-H fair. I mean, they're kind of basic. Like, we have a tilt-a-whirl and we have a carousel. The horses don't go up and down, but they go round and round.
That's great. I don't have any money. How will you just let me in? You sound like a very nice person.
Well, but half my staff didn't show up at our pulled pork and shrimp booth. So if you want to volunteer for a couple of hours, I'd be happy to pay your way.
I have very good skills, but the doctor always let me turn the gears and test the potions.
Okay, well, we make a barbecue sauce that's a little bit like a potion, except you can't tell anybody how we make it.
Well, wait. Can we clarify though? We only offer the barbecue sauce from 9:15 a.m. to 10:45 a.m.
So I was getting to that
I just wanted to make sure that if you're gonna do it. I'm sorry.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
Jeez.
I think it's all gone.
Well, there's a problem solved, I guess.
It's delicious.
I don't want to interrupt. I know you were already training, but did you explain that we were strictly kosher between the hours of 4 and 5 p.m. every Thursday?
I was getting there, and then I was going to cover the part where you can't get a milkshake from us, but you can get a root beer float. But for a milkshake,
I'm really good at shaking milk.
Is that a euphemism, son?
What's a euphemism?
Okay, so no.
Okay. Well, you're just a fresh calf, ain't you?
Today's the day. Today's the very special holiday where we celebrate the killing of the bear. It is the bear's bar mitzvah day.
He fought so bravely.
He did, and you took care of it. You did it. I could not have done it better myself, John.
I feel remorse.
Oh.
I mean, that bear is in Bear Hollow, but he could still be here.
Yeah, but you know what? You showed him the ultimate life, and now we honor him. Every September 3rd is Bar Mitzvah Day.
That bear didn't prove I could, accomplish anything. What that bear proved was that I could look an enemy in the eyes and find love. I loved that bear, even if I did brutally murder him in a zoo pit.
And you know something? I think he knew it. I think he knew how much you loved him, which is why he said, you know what? This is my time, and it's my time to let you shine, John. John, you are the bear. You are the bear whisperer. You see, I was right. I was right.
But we honor that bear today.
September 3rd, Bar Mitzvah Day.
Will you please do me the honor of reading the passage that you wrote?
It would be my absolute pleasure.
Your bear poem?
My bear poem. There once was a lovely bear. He had a lot of hair, I swear. And now he's gone, and we move on. And we live our life without the bear. There's the bear. His Bar Mitzvah Day is today. Happy bear, dead bear. We loved you, bear.
Ah, bear.
Ah, bear. John, I think we honored here on September 3rd, Bar Mitzvah Day. We have given him a good life.
So I've often thought about, the afterlife, what I would do if I were in such an afterlife in which I was able to do whatever I wanted. And, considering the options are endless, I think I want to take a dive in the milkshake pool. I think I want to play basketball with Michael Jordan, assuming he was dead also. But it's really nice to think about. It's a place that I go to in my head sometimes. You know how you fantasize, like if I won the lottery, these are all the things that I would do. I don't exactly fantasize that I was dead, because that would be sad, but just like what I could do in a hypothetical future. And there's just, it's so nice. Obviously the white fluffy clouds and the ice cream sundaes, it's the options are limitless. And sometimes it's so overwhelming because I actually am uncomfortable with too many options that I then stress myself out, and I have to take myself out of the fantasy and just return to normal options, like what I should eat for lunch.
Well, welcome to heaven. Can I have your 7 wishes, please? We got to keep moving the line along. Yeah, what would you like for the rest of eternity, ma'am?
I would like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. Thinking big, I see.
I got to start small and work my way up.
Is this one peanut butter and jelly, or did you want an infinite, endless, eternal supply of peanut butter and jelly?
My first request is for an infinite supply of peanut butter and jelly.
That's going to count as 2 requests. I could explain why, but it's not worth it. Fine. 5 more.
I want to meet my hero. My hero, Michael Jordan.
Not dead. Sorry. Next. That's going to count as 3, though. You got 4 left.
Did you say next?
I did. Yes, sir.
Did you say next? Sorry, I just got here. I was in this terrible fight with this human.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, geez.
He won.
Oh, this.
You gored me pretty good, though. We both ended up here.
Both of us.
I'm sorry, but if you want to see pigs fly, it's not here. You got to go to pig heaven. This is human heaven. So pearly gates before swine, I guess I would say.
Yeah, but my heaven involves fighting a pig for all eternity. So you're locked in here with me, buddy.
Oh, one of my wishes is to watch a pig fight.
There you go.
God bless. This kind of thing happens here all the time. Unfortunately, if you go ahead.
How do I get to pig heaven? Because I don't want to fight and be watched fighting. That's not what I signed up for.
I'm sorry. It's a little bit complicated. You can only enter into pig heaven between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. So you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. So for now, I think it's going to be the fighting thing. But you guys can just have at it.
Can I get some hard-boiled eggs then?
Yeah. I know a lot of people love eggs. The important thing for me to make sure you're aware of is neither of you can die. So you will fight and fight and fight and fight and bite. Fight. Bite, but no one dies. I just want to make sure that that's crystal clear. But you can still watch, ma'am. That's fine.
Ain't nothing to watch. He left. He couldn't take it.
That typically means he was summoned down to the fiery pits of hell.
The first time
Peter,
I
was supposed to be explaining stuff to people. Like
you weren't. I just started. Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's forgive me.
That was on my list too. To meet Jesus.
Oh Christ! You and half the other people here.
You want
here
meat
you
and
go.
cheeses?
That's number 4. You got 3 left.
Oh, thank you for giving me my 3 left. I really appreciate that, Jesus.
Yeah.
Go
I'm Jewish and stuff, but like, who wouldn't want to meet Jesus?
So's he.
Well, I'm Southern and female. None of us are what we expect up here, are we?
And see. Thank you guys for watching. That's been our show. You're a wonderful audience as always, even if I can't be in person hearing you, hopefully laughing and clapping. But like I said earlier, we hope to be doing these shows again a little more often. So tune into our Facebook page and keep an eye out for events there. Thank you guys. You've been a wonderful audience. Have a good night.